Hello everyone and welcome to my booktube channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be doing the Truthwitch Book Tag as well as Olivia from Heir of Tomes, so I will leave the link to both their channels down below. For those of you who don't know, Truthwitch is a recently released book by the author Susan Dennard. This book follows two young women with these sorts of magical powers. One of them is a truth witch who can discern lies from truth, and the other is a thread witch who can basically see the different ties between different people around her. On a continent ruled by 3 empires, some are born with a witchery, a magical skill that sets them apart from others. Basically, this tag takes different questions that tie in with elements from this book and pair them with bookish questions. Let's get started. Question 1. The Oren Mountains, the place where one of our main characters grew up. Pick your favorite fictional land. For this one, I'm going to have to go a little bit old school here and go with Middle-earth from the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. This world is just so magical and it makes me feel very nostalgic. And also, let's be honest, you guys, I am a hobbit. 5'1", curly hair, hashtag hobbit for life. Question 2. Safia and Isiolt's friendship are 2 main characters. Favorite dynamic duo. For this, I've picked Rudy and Liesel from The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. These 2 are just so adorable and precious. And I mean, this book gives me so many feelings, and if you've read it, you know the things that they go through and how they still stand by each other, and I just love them. Question 3. Favorite fictional hunk. Honestly, I don't know if you guys will be surprised by this answer, but I'm gonna go with Kaz Brekker from 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know if I've told you this yet, so let me just go ahead and tell you. Kaz Brekker is my bae, okay? And I don't say bae lightly, I am serious. He is my #1 fictional boyfriend. I will love him forever. Question 4. Favorite sidekick. For this one, I'm going to go with Leo Valdez from the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. This is a spin-off series from the Percy Jackson books, and I didn't love them as much, but one of my favorite things is the diverse characters, and Leo Valdez is amazing. He's so funny and clever and really, really competent, which I think is great to see. It's a little bit disappointing how rare competency is in some books. Question 5. Adawan. Favorite villainous character. Definitely Nash Windrider from Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. Throughout this book, you really get to see his descent into bad territory. Sorry, that's kind of a spoiler. Anyway, he's bad, and I like it a lot. Question 6. Aether. A book you can't stop thinking about. It would have to be A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This book isn't coming out until May, but it is the sequel to one of my favorite books of 2015, which was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Things just left off on a very interesting note, and I'm very excited to see where it goes from here. Question 7. Air. A book you had low expectations for, but then blew you away. Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I got this as a gift actually a couple of years ago, and I had heard that it was sci-fi and a lot of people liked it, but I just didn't really like sci-fi at the time, and I still don't really get into it very much. But I absolutely love this one. I was definitely blown away. Question 8. Earth. A book you keep on coming back to. Between the Spark and the Burn by April Genevieve Tucholke. I feel like I talk about this author a lot because she's one of my favorites in the entire world. This is the 2nd book in the duology, but I love it even more than the first one, if that's even possible. And this is definitely the book that I go to if I'm ever in a reading slump. Question 9. Fire. A book that had hype that spread like crazy. Definitely Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This book came out in like February of last year, I think, and everybody was talking about it. And I did end up really enjoying it, so I'm glad that it's getting the hype it deserves. Question 10. Void. Recommend a scary or mysterious read. For that one, I've chosen The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. So this one follows a girl named Mary. It's post-apocalyptic and there are zombies, and it's just really good. Question 11. Water. A book that flowed nicely. Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. This book actually has a very strange premise. It's basically about a young woman who is married off to a prince. She's only 16 and she's kind of plain and she thinks very little of herself. But it turns out she has something that everybody in the kingdom wants, and so basically they're all going after her. I read it in like one day and it was fantastic. And finally, the 12th question is, thread sisters/brothers, tag some of your friends. I know a lot of my friends have already been tagged for this one, so I'm just going to tag Sasha from Whispers of the Fallen Wind. I hope you will do this tag and have fun with it because I sure did. If you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, I will leave the links down below. Be my friend. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!